Hello friends, welcome to another weekly top-down analysis video on the gold and GJ. And as usual, we are going to start with the monthly time frame, and then we'll go down to lower time frames, weekly, daily, 4-hour, and the 30 minutes time frame. On the 30-minute time frame, we will also talk about some intraday and scalping setups as well. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So as we can see, first of all, we are going to start with the gold monthly time frame. So as you can see on the gold monthly time frame, we had this resistance. And as we can see, we had this last monthly candle close bullish about this resistance. So as we anticipated that okay, if the current monthly candle respect the low of the previous candle, there is a potential for the wick fill on the left hand side. So basically we already fill the wick on the left hand side. To find more detail, let's go to lower time frame. On the weekly time frame, we can see that the price is pretty much bullish because we are making higher highs and higher lows. As we can see, we created a high, after that we created a low which is higher than the previous low. So higher low, after that we broke the previous high, basically created a higher high. So as you can see, the market structure is bullish on the weekly time frame. So also we can see that we had this resistance, and the last weekly candle closed bullish above this resistance. So as we can see, this is the last weekly candle closed bullish above this resistance. So if the next weekly candle respect the low of the previous candle, then there is a pretty high probability price is going to fill the wick on the left hand side. So now let's go to daily time frame to see more details. On the daily time frame, we can see that price is bullish because we are making higher highs and higher lows. As we can see, we created a high, after that price came down, created a low, then we broke the previous high, created a higher high, higher low, and after that we broke the previous high, basically created a higher high. So right now the price is making a retracement. So now it will be great if the price can come down to this area, find support, and then come up to retest the previous high, or hopefully making a new higher high, right? So that is something we see on the daily time frame. Now to find more detail, let's go to 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, as we can see, we have a support price, created a support, but we can see that there is a, another support right here, right? So now what we're going to do, we are going to move this support right here. So we have this 4-hour support, and if we can see, then there is another 4-hour support. So if we get a 4-hour candle close below this support, then there is a pretty high probability price is going to go to the next support, which is right here. So that is to the downside, but at the same time we can see that price broke this resistance, created a new high. After that we came down, basically retested this recent broken area. So now if the price reject this area, then there is a pretty high probability price is going to come up and retest the previous high created by the price. So now to see more details, we'll go to the lower time frame. So in the 30-minute time frame, we can see that price made this big move to the downside, and right now we are kind of consolidating here. So if we look more closely, we can find out that we have a resistance and we have a support, right? So now if we get 30-minute to 1-hour candle close above this resistance, we can see that there is a pretty clean range on the left hand side, and we have resistance right here and here. So if you get a 30-minute to 1-hour candle close above this level, above this resistance, there is a pretty high probability price will come up minimum to this resistance and maybe to this resistance right here. That is something we see to the upside. Same way, if you get a 30-minute to 1-hour candle close below the support, then there is a pretty high probability the price is going to come down and retest the previous low created by the price. So that is something we see on the 30-minute time frame on the gold. So that's it about the gold. Now let's go to GJ. Now GJ on the monthly time frame, we can see that the price is bullish because we are making higher highs and higher lows. As you can see, we created a high, higher low. After that we created a high, higher low, and right now the price is kind of retesting the previous high created by the price. So we are bullish on the monthly time frame. And also we can see that we have the last monthly candle close bullish above this resistance. So now there is a pretty high probability after making the bottom wick, price is going to come up and retest the resistance on the left hand side. So we can see that we have resistance here, here, and here. So now there is going to be a pretty high probability price is going to come up and retest these resistances on the left hand side. So now that is something we see on the monthly time frame. To find more details, we'll go to weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, we can see that the price is bullish because we are making higher highs and higher lows. As we can see, we are creating high, higher low, high, higher low, and right now after that we came up and retested the previous high. So basically we are having a bullish market structure on the weekly time frame, and if we look more closely we can see that we have resistance, and last weekly candle closed bearish at the resistance. So now price may come down maybe to this broken area, find support in this area, and then come up and retest these highs. Or if the next weekly candle respect the low of the previous candle and break the high of the previous candle, then there is a pretty high probability price is going to come up and retest the resistances on the left hand side. So now that is something we see on the weekly time frame. Now let's go to daily time frame to find more details. On the daily time frame, we can see that the price is pretty much bullish because we are making higher highs and higher lows. As you can see, we are creating high, higher low, high, high, higher low. After that, we broke the previous high, created a high, and then the price came down, and at this previous support area we made a support by closing this bullish candle. So we are having a bullish market structure on the daily time frame, and now there is a pretty high probability the price to come up and retest these highs because we already created a support in this uptrend. So now let's go to 4-hour time frame to see more details. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we are bullish because we are making higher highs and higher lows. As we can see, this was the previous high, price came down, created a low, which is a higher low, and after that we broke the previous high and made a new high. After that we came down, basically retested this area, and right now after finding support in this area, price is coming up to retest the previous high in the 4-hour uptrend, right? So that is something we see on the 4-hour time frame. Now let's go to 30-minute time frame to see more details. On the 30-minute, we can see that we have a support and we have a resistance. Now we can see that the price is pretty much bullish on the 30-minute time frame as well, as we are making higher highs and higher lows. So as we can see, price created a high, higher low, high, high, higher low, high, high, higher low, and after that we broke this high, created a new high, right? So now there is a potential price may come down to create a higher low and then come up and retest these highs. If we get a 30-minute or 1-hour candle close below this support, because we are already anticipating a pullback, so there will be a pretty high probability price is going to come down maybe to this support area. Also, we have this clean range on the left hand side. Now we can see that we have a resistance right here. So now if we get a 30-minute or 1-hour candle close above this resistance, there is a pretty high probability price will move to the next resistance, which is right into this area or these areas. Also, we can see that we have a clean range on the left hand side. So that's it, guys. This was the analysis of the gold and GJ from the monthly to the 30-minute time frame. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you really did like the video, share the video and subscribe to the channel in order to support the channel and YouTube algorithm. Thank you very much. See you in another video.